Hi, I'm Sarah from The Upcoming. We've met before. I'm great. How does it feel to be here tonight?
Yeah, it's very exciting, man. It's a really cool venue, isn't it? Not been here before, but it's a good vibe. I'm excited. This film's finally got a UK release.
It feels like you've got this premiere all to yourself. So does that feel a bit special as well? You're the number one VIP.
I'm scared. Where's the director? I think they're stuck out in Germany, so I'm representing today. But no, it's exciting, man. We made this film with some super creatives, some amazing actors, big ensemble, and I'm representing this side of the pond.
And one of these days, can you just give us a brief synopsis? It's a little bit of an off-the-wall concept. So, for people who don't know anything about it, what can you give them a glimpse of?
Yeah, so it's about a competition, a real competition in the States. Essentially, it's an endurance competition for people to win a truck. The way they win it is by keeping their hands on this truck for as long as possible. And whoever keeps their hands on the longest wins it. So it's like they shoot horses, don't they? And you see how sleep deprivation and the pressures of living the American dream and winning that big shiny object that's going to make you quote unquote happy, how that affects these poor working class people from the South.
And it's actually, it's a real competition. It's also been dramatized before. It's even been on Broadway, I think. So, what was your way into this story, and what was the appeal for you?
Well, obviously the script, and then there's an incredible documentary about this competition, and there's also some fascinating case studies about some people who've been involved in this competition, some very sad events. The stuff you see in the film, a lot of it's true. It's an amalgamation of a few different stories surrounding this competition, but it's effectively bear baiting. There's been this whole thing about Jeremy Kyle in the public consciousness at the moment, and it's not dissimilar. It's giving these people an opportunity to better their lives by kind of making them suffer, really.
How on earth did you go about preparing to play this role? And, what do you hope people take away from watching this film? Like you say, has it got something to say about kind of capitalism and, what society pushes people to do?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in Louisiana, got to know a lot of the locals, and tried to get in the headspace of this particular guy. I did try and stay up, but I think I only managed about 20-something hours, and I was like, I need to go to bed. Somebody said to me, "Did you stay up?" And I was like, "You do realise it was like an 8-week shoot. I don't know how I'd have done the performance with staying up, but get into the headspace. I think spending a lot of time. We were lucky enough to shoot in the middle of nowhere in Louisiana, in a place called Hammond, real small town, great vibe, and getting into that kind of humidity, that heat, that heavy kind of industrial sort of town was very helpful. Yeah, so Carl's a working class guy from the South with a young family. He's got a baby and a young partner, and he's just trying to do right by them and provide for them financially, and trying to be be the man of the house, as it were. So he enters this competition to win a truck, an endurance competition where you have to keep your hands on the truck for as long as possible. It's true. A lot of it is based on truth. It's a real event that happened. A lot of what happens to my character really happened. So he's trying to live their American dream, and that doesn't happen, sadly. For me, it was very special because there was a lot of material to delve into. There's a documentary. There's various case studies and plenty to watch surrounding this particular competition, and also reading about the character that my character is based on, the story. It gives it gives a lot more depth to it in a weird sort of way. As an actor, you really feel like you've got to do right by these people, and it's a very specific area and a very specific world, in the South, in Louisiana. So when I went there, I adopted the accent. I didn't step out of the accent the entire time, and I just immersed myself in that culture for a few months. We've done a new thing with it, taken it in a different direction. John Hodge, who wrote Trainspotting, and James Watkins, a fantastic filmmaker, So it was a lot of fun. I mean, it's big shoes to fill, you know, but it's quite tricky getting a character like that out of a lot of people's heads. I think, you know, people who've grown up with that character, people maybe from a generation a little bit before I. But once you do, I think hopefully people can enjoy it as a different beast. You know, we delve a lot deeper into these characters, and you know, we follow the books in a much deeper way. So hopefully people can enjoy it as something new.